Hello everyone and welcome to week 2 of our lower body strength program. So last week you should have started to get to grips with what the exercises are, and this week hopefully you're going to cement those, cement your knowledge so you know exactly what you're doing for the coming weeks. If you found the exercises really challenging, stick with what you're doing or even make them slightly easier if you've tried one of the harder progressions. If you're finding them fairly easy, then try one of the harder versions of the exercises or add weight to the squats if you're doing a squat exercise unweighted. So what we'll do, we'll start off with just some mobility of your legs and body just to try and get everything warmed up, and then we'll get started, okay? So what we're going to do is just start off with 10 bends down towards the floor, coming back up again and having a lean back, okay? So you're going to go for 10 times down to the floor, hands on your hips, leaning back, down to the floor, hands on your hips, leaning back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Okay, so now we're going to do some marching. So get these arms working as well. Good. So we're going to go for 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good work. Okay, so if you've got a bit of space, you're just going to do a few side steps. I've got to be careful not to slip here. Good, so just side stepping, get the outsides of your legs working. Okay, well done. Okay, if you can, and you're able to, I want you to just squat down and just stay down there, just to stretch your hips, stretch your knees. If you're struggling with that, then just squat down to a seat and then just sink down as much as you can, okay? Okay, so just sink down, rocking side to side a little bit. Feel a stretch in your ankles, your knees and your hips. Okay. Well done. So just shake your legs off. If you want to, grab a little drink first, and then we're going to get started with the program. So what we'll do today, we'll start off with your head and shoulder lifts. So this is where you're laying on your front, got your hands on your head, and you're going to be lifting your head and shoulders up as high as you can into the air. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, you might feel a bit stiff in your lower back, so just sit back into your heels just to stretch that off. Okay, and now we're going to go into mountain climbers. So that's where you're in a press up position and you're bringing your knees to your elbows. Okay, with this, I want you to be squeezing the standing leg, the thigh muscles in your standing leg. Squeeze your stomach muscles and make everything nice and tight. Okay, we're ready? 1, 2, going for 10, 3, 4, keep it slow and steady, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, so you're going to lay on your back now. We're going to go for the bridge. So if you remember, I'll get rid of a couple of these. You can do this. The hardest version is up onto the step, placing one foot on the step and your other leg in the air, and you're pushing your hips into the air. Slightly easier version, on the floor, knee in the air, pushing your hips up. And then the more straightforward version is both feet on the floor, pushing the hips up, okay? So for the people that are doing the harder version, I'll do that as well so we can do 2 rounds. If you're doing it on both feet, do 2 lots of 10 if you feel able to. Okay,
so knee in the air, driving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, change legs. So you want to make sure your hips are nice and close to the step if you're doing this version, and also if you're doing it on the floor, keep those hips nice and close. Okay, lift the other leg in the air. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work. Okay, so that should be warming your legs up a little bit, and we're going to go for your squat next. So you can do this as a sit to stand, so sitting down, standing up, fully sitting down, and then stand up again. You can do it as a touch, so you touch the seat, come back up, or you can do it in the middle of the room, squatting down, coming back up. The final way you can progress it is with the weights, so I'll do it with the weights today. Okay, so hands down by your side. So this is just one version that you can do with weights, and you're going to be squatting down as low as you can, keeping your chest in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Round 1 complete. Okay, grab yourself a drink. Mine's just over here. Okay, well done. So with the exercises, the way that you want to incorporate your breathing is when you're exerting yourself, so when you're pushing yourself up. So that could be when you're coming up from the squat, you want to breathe out. When you're going down into the squat, you want to breathe in. Same with the bridges. When you push yourself up, breathe out, breathe in on the way down. Head and shoulder lifts, breathe out on the way up, in on the way down. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to get the breathing right. Something to practice. Okay, so we're going to go for your head and shoulder lifts first. Okay, so really try to draw your shoulder blades back and draw your elbows up. That's going to really add to the work rate, okay? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant work. Okay, mountain climbers, the breathing is a bit more challenging because you're constantly working. So as long as you keep a good rhythm with your breathing, then you're okay. Okay, let's make this a little bit more challenging. So what you're going to be doing is bringing your knee to the opposite elbow. Okay, so in the plank position, tighten up your thighs, tighten up your stomach. You want to have your shoulders directly over your hands. Are you ready? Knee to the opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. That just works your oblique muscles. So you've got muscles in your abdominals, which your rectus abdominis runs down the front. Your obliques run at an angle. So you've got your internal obliques and external obliques. One set run down and in, the other set run in and up. Okay, so getting some rotation just works those muscles. Okay, good. So bridges again. So you should know which one you're doing. If you're finding it easy, try the single leg one. If you're finding it too challenging, regress it back. Okay. So 2 lots of 10. If you're doing it on 2 feet, see if you can go for 20 in total. Okay, off we go. Drive that hip in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. Okay, back to your squats. Okay, when you're ready, okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. So we're keeping the rep range at 10 because we want to work into that strength and hypertrophy range. If we increase the numbers too high, then you're going to be working more into endurance, which is not a bad thing, but we're trying to focus on getting you stronger rather than building up how long you can work for in these exercises. Cardiovascular fitness can also be important, and that can be done through running, cycling, or doing exercise like this for an extended period of time rather than that short 10 rep range. But if you're finding that the 10 reps is too easy, then you need to make it more challenging by adding more weight, or going from a sit to stand to a full squat. And then the other exercises, you can add weight. So with the head and shoulder lifts, you can just hold 2 weights in your hand, hold them next to your head, and then lift your head and shoulders up into the air. And then mountain climbers, you can't really make that more challenging unless you increase the numbers, so that might be something we can look at. Okay, so it's round 2 complete. Hopefully you grabbed a drink while I was talking, and we're going to go for round 3. Okay, so if you are finding this particularly easy, grab 2 light weights or 2 bottles of water, and then you're going to be placing them on next to your head, and then going up as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, so mountain climbers. For those that might be finding this easy, we're going to do some extra reps in this set. So we're going to go for 20. Okay, so if you found the rotation, drawing the knee across to the opposite elbow tough, and you want to go for 20 reps, let's keep your elbow going to the same, your knee going to the same elbow. Okay, so let's go for 20 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic work, well done. Okay, so we're going on to bridges. So just so that there's a bit of variation and you can see if you're not doing it on the step, you're doing it on the floor. So same sort of principles, but you're just not going to get as high, so it's just that slightly bit easier. So we'll go with this one. If you're doing it on 2 feet, see if you can do your 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, it's your last round, so I'm going to go for one more set of squats and then we'll stretch and finish off. Okay, grab your weights if you're using them. If not, use your chair or use the space you've got. Okay, you ready? Last set of squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, grab yourselves a drink and then we'll do a bit of stretching. Very good work. Okay, hopefully you guys are as hot and sweaty as I am. It's been a tough session, that one. So what you're going to be doing is just bending down towards your toes and just hang out there now. So you're just going to lean forwards and just let your body relax. Feel the stretch down the back of your legs. Nice deep breaths. Well done. Okay, if you can, balance and bring your leg up behind you. You can stretch your quad. You can also hold on to something while you're doing it. And then the other version is laying on your front and then holding the thigh and the hand, holding the foot up behind you, trying to draw your heel towards your bum. Holding for 30 seconds. Okay, relax that leg off and then change sides. So holding onto the other leg and then feel that stretch. And it should be on the front of your thigh that you're feeling the stretch. Okay, keep holding. Go for another 15 seconds. Okay, well done. Shake that off. So you're going to come into sitting. If you want to, you can lean up against something. You're going to bring your foot across the other leg and then draw your knee towards your chest and hug that as tight as you can. You should feel that in your buttock on the side that's bent. So hug that right into your knee as much as you can. Nice deep breaths. Okay, nice. So change sides, cross that leg over, bring the knee as close to your chest as you can and hug it nice and tight, and you're going to feel that in your buttock. Again, nice deep breaths. Hold it for another 15. So with these exercises, it's very much about you trying to identify how challenging they are for you, because it's down to you to either make them harder or a little bit easier that fits your ability. Okay, so the exercises are not going to change for the next 4 weeks. I might play around with the rep range or the amount of sets we do, but for you it's very important that you work out what weight you need to use, if you need to be using a chair, and go from there. How many legs you're doing the bridge on. Okay, so just got to try and focus on what's challenging you enough to get you out of breath and work your muscles, but not too hard that you're not able to do the technique correctly. Okay, last stretch. So we did this in the mobility and flexibility session. One leg straight, one knee up, and then just bring that knee all the way to the floor, hold it down with the opposite hand, and then reach the other hand back and rotate back. Really nice stretch to rotate your whole body. You feel that in your hip, back, up into your rib cage, and then shoulder. Okay, change sides. Last stretch, and then you're all done. Get that knee to the floor. Last 10 seconds. Nice deep breathing, just relax into the stretch. Okay, let's finish there. It's well done. That was your second lower body and trunk session. So as I say, there's 4 more weeks. We're going to be following the same exercises and just gradually trying to make them harder. So just be aware of the ways to make it more challenging so that you can push yourself each session. But great work again today, and look out for our advice and education session on pacing and avoiding boom and bust, which will be coming out in the next day or so. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you then.